Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and if you're into true crimes like me, then you're in the right place. Today we're going to be talking about the case of Jade McKissic, and we're going to walk through everything we know so far, anything new that we may learn while reading some of these articles. Now let's start off with Fox 26 Houston because I was reading so many articles, but I want to start off with theirs first. So Jade McKissic was a 20-year-old student at Houston University. She was a junior majoring in strategic communication and advertising. She went missing early this month in September, on September the 11th. Now that's what we know so far. Now also according to the police from Fox 26 Houston, McKissic was visiting a bar with friends, and then she was the last seen leaving a gas station nearby by herself. That's spooky. To know those was her last moments, and to know that it was caught on a surveillance camera, that's even more spooky. Like, that is so sad to know these were her last moments. And there's so many questions that we have, but we'll never get the answers because Jade is not with us, and that's always the sad part and the frustrating part, because we're going to always have questions. And I know her family have so many questions, like, how did she get here? Why did she go there? Was she meeting somebody? Was she going by herself? Like, there's so many questions that we have, and we'll never get the answers. Excuse me. Now, also according to this article, she left her cell phone behind and went to go get a drink from the gas station. And that's when Jade was seen leaving the gas station by herself. So she left behind her cell phone, and then she went to go get a drink from the gas station. That right there is even more spooky, because now we want to know, why did she leave behind her cell phone? Was it supposed to be like a quick thing? She ran and got a drink and then went back? I want to see some more surveillance footage. I always be like, ugh. I be just like, can we get some more details and some more evidence for the public? Of course, we know investigators and detectives and the family will always get everything first, and they'll see everything. And there are certain things that they may not want the public to see. We can see, and I always just be like, ugh, I wish we could see the entire surveillance footage with audio, just to hear and know what was going on, to see some text messages, because I would love to know why she left behind her cell phone. But also, I feel like as a girl, nobody's perfect, but I move fast. Sometimes I forget my purse or I forget my cell phone when I'm hopping out of the car. So I wonder, was it just like an accident where she accidentally left her phone and she was just running there to get something to drink? You know, there's so many questions that we have, but we'll never get the answers, and that's the spooky part. Now, in a letter sent to students, they described Jade as a university resident and a student employee and a friend to many in our community. That is so sad to know that she left behind friends and co-workers, and she just had a future ahead of her, and it was taken away so quickly like that. That's so sad and so spooky. Now, on September 15th, Jade was found in the Brays Bayou, and that was on a Monday. That's even more spooky. Now, according to this article, the bayou was 2.5 miles away from where Jade was at the gas station. I'm always just like, what? So in the surveillance footage, you can see her walking towards basically where she just fades, and we no longer see her in the surveillance footage. That right there is spooky. That right there is sad. And I just don't understand what happened. What happened between September the 11th and September the 15th? What happened in that short time frame? This is absolutely sad that so many of our babies and so many of our girls and women just go missing like this, and it's just like, what happened? It's like that silence. We just don't know what happened, what was going on. It's so spooky, and there's so much going on in the world. And just to know, like, to say on surveillance footage, she's seen walking towards the bayou, and then, or towards this location, and then she's no longer seen. That's always so spooky to me, and it's so sad. And I have been searching high and low for new updates because I want to know what is going on and what happened. Now, also according to the Houston police, an autopsy showed no signs of trauma or foul play. That right there is scary. So the autopsy is showing no foul play, no trauma, but that's all we get. Like, what happened? Was there also somebody else? Like, can we know some more updates? Like, the fact that they're saying that there was no trauma or no foul play is spooky. That right there is spooky. And according also to this article, her death is being determined by medical examiners. So it's still being investigated. This case is still under investigation. They're waiting for the medical examiner's results. This was 6 days ago. I'm looking high and low for some new updates because I just want to know what's going on. This is so spooky and it's so sad. I'm praying for her family because I just couldn't imagine that being the last moments and then there's so many questions that they have. Like this is I I just cannot. I cannot. Like this is so sad. This is so so sad. And there's so many girls and women that aren't getting coverage. I feel like we should just be talking about it and discussing, and they should be definitely getting the light to know what's going on with their case and what happened to them. There's so many girls, and that's the scary part and that's the sad part, that there's so many women and children in our community, in the world, who's gone missing and nobody knows about their story, and that's the scary part. And y'all, I've been researching. I mean, I've been refreshing and refreshing and refreshing my page, my browser, trying to find some updates. I can't. They had a campus vigil for her 2 days ago, according to the Houston Chronicles. That's such a beautiful thing. But I really want some new updates. I really, really want some new updates. If you came across anything new regarding this case, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to talk about it. And if you came across any other case of a missing girl, women, baby, child, whatever, I would love to talk about it in the comment section. This always just like pisses me off when somebody goes missing and we have so many questions and they're always saying it's like no foul play, no trauma. That always just like pisses me off because what do you mean? How did she end up in the bayou? Like that's the question we want to know. How did she end up in the bayou, and can we get answers to that? Like, absolutely. This is absolutely sad. I'm really searching, y'all. I'm really looking for some new updates. I'm definitely looking for some new updates. Because we have to find some new updates. We have to know. Now, also, according to... Wait a minute, y'all. I think I might have found something new while searching. Now, also, according to Fox 26 Houston, 13 bodies have been recovered from the Houston Bayou in 2025. So 13 bodies have been found in the bayou, according to this article, and that right there is spooky. Huh? Why are all these... Wait a minute. Why are all these bodies being found in the bayou? And are there cameras? So there's no cameras by the bayou? There's no security? There's nobody watching it? Like, what is going on? Let me see how this bayou look. I'm confused. So 13 bodies have been found. We do know that's a new update because I did not know that. So 13 bodies have been found so far in the Houston Bayou this year, 2025. And I want to know, do they have any cameras? Why are there no cameras? Why are there no cameras near the bayou? A path leading towards the bayou? Like, I'm just trying to figure that out. And I just realized, hold on, they said she was found 2.5 miles from where she was at to the bayou. Did she walk? Did she get into a car? Like, there's so many questions. Wait a minute. Like, I'm trying to figure that part out. They said she was found 2.5 miles from the bayou. Hold on. If she was found 2.5 miles from the bayou, how did she get there? Did she walk? How close is the gas station and the bayou? That's what we might have to figure out in our next video. We have to talk about that. We might have to figure out how far is the bayou from the gas station where she was seen. That's what we're going to do, a walkthrough, and figure that out, y'all, because I'm trying to figure that out. How far was the gas station and how far is the bayou from each other? We definitely have to figure that out. We definitely, because I'm reading Fox 26 Houston. That is what it said in the article. That is wild. That is wild. So at 8:20 a.m., a call came in about a body that was found in the Buffalo Bayou. They thought someone was paddling in the bayou when they noticed a deceased person. That right there is scary. What? And that's just a report of one person. There's so many bodies that was found. 14th body found in the bayou. There's so many articles, y'all, that I'm just like, wait a minute. So all these bodies have been found in the bayou, and nothing. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this case.